Now, what are the basics in the taxonomy? So the first thing in the taxonomy is the identification. It is the determination of correct name and place of an organism in the system of classification. And the second thing is the nomenclature. If a new organism has been found, then it is supposed to be given a correct sets and rules followed, and then a particular correct scientific name is supposed to be given. So the organisms have been given two types of name. We all know names can be common names which we learn from childhood from our parents or family members at home, and they are easy to pick up, but they create confusions for us. And because reason is they do not have any sound meaning behind, or there is no scientific reason behind the names. But when you talk about the second name, that is a scientific name, these are given with a particular meaning because there is a rules and regulations to give scientific names. So the local names or the common names are also called as the vernacular names. Now let's understand quickly some of the points regarding the vernacular names. The locally used names are called as vernacular names. Such names are based on some peculiarity of the organism. These names are short, easy to follow by the local people, but these names have a large number of drawbacks. So what are the problems with the vernacular or local names or colloquial names? So first is different vernacular names are used to recognize an organism in different regions of a country, even the different regions of world. For example, Allium cepa is known as onion in English. Is known as pyaz in Hindi, iruli in Kannada, and genda in Dogri. So there are different names given to the same plant. So this creates problem because in every different area the name is going to change. Second point, a single vernacular name is sometimes used for different species. We all know that there are some birds, there are some plants for which we use similar word, but they are completely different type of plants or different type of animals. For example, dodak is a name given to many plants, and those plants which when cut or injured, we will find some milky liquid starts coming out, which is the milky latex. Such plants are altogether called as dodak, that means milk carrying type of plants, but in reality they might be very different type of plant. Example, Euphorbia prostata belonging to Euphorbiaceae family, Sonchus asper belonging to the Composita family, and then we have the Calotropis procera belonging to another species, so Asclepidaceae family. So there are different plants, altogether different plants, but they all are given similar Hindi name because they all have one quality, that is a milky thing coming out from them. That's why vernacular names give us problem, because these names for same plant will change from place to place, and sometimes in different places same name is given for different type of organism. So common names sometimes convey wrong meanings also. For example, when we say jellyfish, now jellyfish is not a fish, cuttlefish is not a fish, silverfish is an insect, starfish is not a fish. So we'll be talking about all of them in the animal kingdom in the 4th chapter. So this gives us the idea that sometimes the common names are wrong. They give us a wrong idea about the organism. These fishes are not basically fish. They all are name of different animals. None of them are in reality a fish. Now, in the same manner, some organisms, including the microorganisms, have not received any common name because of their little or not much importance to the human. Now these names are unscientific. Vernacular names are unscientific. They do not convey any taxonomic relationship with the other organisms. So this is the reasons behind why the vernacular names are not so important and they have some problems with them. Now the next concept starts is the scientific name. So what exactly we need is the scientific names, because these names are based on some agreed principles and criteria, and they ensure that only one name is given to one organism, and proper description should help us to arrive at the same organism and name in any part of the world, so that there is no confusion. The moment we take a scientific name, every language, different language speaking person is going to understand that we are talking about that particular living organism, because scientific names are same worldwide. So in the beginning, scientific names started with a concept of many words, which is called as polynomial nomenclature. These names were very common in use before 1750s, and such names were lengthy. So the problem, these names were difficult to remember, and these names were in Latin language, and then they consisted of a number of words describing the organism, so it was tough to recollect the sequence of the words. So this was removed, and then came the binomial nomenclature, because polynomial nomenclature had a large number of problems. So in 1758, Carolus Linnaeus suggested the binomial system, which consists of two words, that means two words in the name. First word, and which is the genera, and the second one which represents the species. For example, we all know Homo sapiens.